What if I told you that Formula One's biggest domino just fell, and it could send Max Verstappen straight into a Mercedes cockpit? After months of internal turmoil, Red Bull's boss, Christian Horner, has finally been shown the door. And in the shadows of that shocking exit, Mercedes is moving fast. The Silver Arrows have just received what some insiders are calling a green light to pursue the three-time world champion. The Verstappen-Mercedes dream. It's no longer a fantasy. It's becoming a serious, high-stakes possibility. Buckle up. This isn't just a transfer rumor. This could shake the entire Formula One grid to its core. Formula One in 2025 is anything but ordinary. With record-breaking viewership, cutthroat competition, and team dynamics boiling over, the sport is in a constant state of evolution. But in the middle of all this, one headline has captured the imagination of fans and insiders alike: Max Verstappen to Mercedes. And now, following the explosive departure of Christian Horner from Red Bull Racing, that once unthinkable move is closer to reality than ever before. In this video, we're diving deep into the latest developments, from Horner's shock-sacking to the chaos it's caused at Red Bull, to why Mercedes believes they finally have their shot at luring Verstappen into a silver suit. This is more than a transfer. This is a Formula One earthquake. Let's break it all down. Christian Horner's exit. The catalyst. Christian Horner, Red Bull team principal since 2005, was once invincible. He transformed Red Bull from a midfield competitor to a dynasty. Sebastian Vettel won 4 titles from 2010 to 2013, while Verstappen has ruled since 2021. Beginning in early 2025, things changed drastically. Red Bull employees were accused of misconduct and abuse. After initial dismissal, pressure mounted. Investigations commenced. Rumors spread. Concerned sponsors spoke up. In July 2025, Red Bull announced Horner's departure, claiming loss of confidence and internal cultural concerns. It caused paddock shockwaves. Red Bull Racing's icon died. More crucially, it destabilized Red Bull. Why does Verstappen care? His biggest team fan was Horner. Verstappen's trust in Red Bull leadership has eroded without Horner. Verstappen's contract isn't bulletproof. Max Verstappen has a Red Bull contract until 2028. That should secure him on paper. However, Formula One contracts are only as powerful as their environment. According to paddock sources, Verstappen's contract includes performance conditions and leave options for Horner and Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko. Verstappen may be able to invoke such provisions without Horner and Marko. Mercedes have been waiting for this window. In public, Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has been silent. However, he has been preparing for a Verstappen push for months, monitoring Red Bull's internal dynamics and maintaining close to Max's father, Jos. The stars may finally align. Mercedes needs a star, and fast. Remember, Mercedes needs a replacement for Lewis Hamilton, who surprised the world by joining Ferrari in 2025. Although George Russell has a promising future, the club needs another top driver to lead them to the championship. The Verstappen move isn't just about talent. It's about brand power, leadership, and psychological warfare. Verstappen joining Mercedes would signal a Silver Arrows revival. The time is ideal. After 2 disappointing seasons, Mercedes' 2025 DV15 vehicle is showing potential. If they can give Verstappen a competitive car and team development freedom, they may get him. Verstappen's frustrations are growing. Verstappen showed hints of unease before Horner's departure. Red Bull ruled 2023 and 2024, but 2025 has shown flaws. Their dominance is fading. Ferrari and McLaren caught up. Mercedes revives. Verstappen faces surprise DNFs, questionable team plans, and now Red Bull Racing leadership upheaval. Max wants clarity and control while driving. Horner's departure leaves Red Bull's organization unclear. Who directs? Can he trust the new leadership? Above all, will he still lead the team? Insiders say Verstappen has had private conversations with Mercedes advisors and has not been confirmed. Smoke in F1 usually means fire. Toto Wolff's strategic patience. Toto Wolff is a skilled strategist and team principal. His strategy has been long-term, since Lewis Hamilton left. Wolff delayed signing a second 2025 driver. Many rumors linked Kimi Antonelli and Esteban Ocon to the post. One reason sources believe Wolff left that position empty is Max Verstappen. He understands buying Verstappen gives Mercedes the fastest driver on the grid and hurts Red Bull psychologically. It would recreate the Hamilton-Rosberg era, a big-name pair built to dominate. Wolff and Jos Verstappen are also close. Jos earlier complained to Red Bull management that Max isn't being protected enough. That comment feels bizarrely predictive. Red Bull's internal power struggle. With Horner gone, Red Bull is a team in transition. Reports suggest that multiple factions are forming within the organization, some loyal to Helmut Marko, others to the new management team, led by Oliver Mintzlaff, Red Bull GM's CEO. This instability could push Max away even faster. He's a driver who wants to win, but more than that, he wants certainty, loyalty, and backing. The moment that slips, the exit door opens wider. Red Bull has tried to patch things up by promoting internal staff, but the damage may already be done. For the first time in years, Red Bull is vulnerable, and Mercedes is circling. The FIA and Liberty Media would love it. Don't underestimate the Formula One business. Liberty Media, the commercial rights holder, would love Verstappen-Mercedes. Why? Because it revives Hamilton-era rivalries and increases viewing. Verstappen fighting Russell or Charles Leclerc at Ferrari makes for great TV. It renews the rivalry between modern icons, Red Bull and Mercedes. A high-profile transfer like this would improve Formula One's global appeal as the Netflix effect continues. Thus, Verstappen in silver benefits Mercedes and the business. Jos Verstappen's influence. Jos Verstappen has been a guiding force in Max's career, and while he's mostly kept a low profile in recent months, those close to the family say Jos is furious about Horner's sacking. He reportedly sees it as a betrayal, a sign that Red Bull no longer prioritizes the Verstappen camp. Jos has always been a man who believes in loyalty, and Horner was someone he deeply trusted. If Jos pulls his support from Red Bull and pushes Max toward Mercedes, it could be the final nudge needed to trigger the move. The financial side. Can Mercedes afford Max? Absolutely. With Hamilton's $50 million per year contract off the books, Mercedes has deep pockets ready for reinvestment. Verstappen commands a hefty salary, around $55, $60 million per year. But for a driver of his caliber, it's a no-brainer. Mercedes' parent company Daimler would likely greenlight the move, seeing the commercial and competitive upside. Sponsorship deals, merchandise, and brand value would soar with Verstappen on board. How to row? A sudden move can change everything in a precision, loyalty, and adrenaline sport. Christian Horner's departure broke up Red Bull and opened Mercedes' door. With Verstappen at a crossroads and the silver arrows preparing to strike, we may be watching the biggest driver transfer story since Lewis Hamilton's Ferrari departure. What do you think? Will Verstappen wear silver in 2026? Is Mercedes ready to leave Formula One again? Leave a comment and like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to never miss another F1 bombshell. This year has shown us that Formula One is unpredictable. Thanks for watching. See you next lap.